Did you know that 1.3 billion people worldwide are disabled and that 80% of disabilities are actually invisible? My core ambition and drive to do research in disability inclusion, including in politics, is because of all the misrepresentation and discrimination and ableism that disabled people still experience. I myself am blind, so I have a lot of lived experience of being discriminated against, of facing barriers and challenges. So I want to use my research to make it better. Due to my blindness, I do face quite a lot of challenges. One of the challenges is that the research methods I use are sometimes very visual, and of course I personally can't see them. So what I do, I have an access to work support worker who audio describes the images to me, and I then analyze the description of the video. When you try to research disability and disability inclusion, you don't just have to consider the questions you're asking, but you also have to think really carefully about how do you actually do the research so that it is inclusive. You don't want to exclude people from your disability research based on their disability. In our research on disability representation in politics, we are aiming and currently developing a number of comic strips and an animation video. And what we want to do with those things is to use them on the one hand with youth, trying to encourage disabled youth to engage more with politics. But we also want to use them as a training tool for political parties and other government organizations that support people who want to become politicians. In order for any organization to become more inclusive for everyone, they need to understand and appreciate lived experience. The most important thing really is to acknowledge that people, based on their intersectional identities, complex personhoods, have different experience of the same workplace.